hit him with the hey, then you hit him with the ho. This is how we do. GHD gon' roll. First you hit him with the hey.
What up, D-Wayne?
What up?
Man, it is episode 36 of the $1 Million Dream $20 budget. Brought to you by
The boys of GHB.
two dudes sitting in front of microphones. All right, man, so what we going to do on episode 36 of the $1 Million Dream $20 budget podcast?
Whatever you want.
To not do episode 36 of the $1 Million Dream
Bye.
$20 budget podcast. We will see you folks next week. Thank you for joining us. As always, you can check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio. We'll see you next week.
Y'all have a good one.
Peace. All right, anyway.
Wouldn't it be
so-
a bitch, though?
Yeah, just stop
I'd be
it.
pissed.
Just-
I'd be pissed
I
as a listener.
wasted the time to fucking open this file. I wasted the time. Do you think any of our listeners are like, let's see how long into the show Jake can go without saying fuck? Just, I feel like I don't ever make it very far.
I don't know.
So any of our listeners out there, has anybody ever tried to see the longest I go into a show without dropping an F-bomb? Let us know in the comments below.
Should have crickets in there right after that question.
I planned on it. That's why I paused. Way to cut that one out.
I didn't know.
So in recent, what the fuck is she texting me a question mark for?
I don't know. She asking you what kind of food you want? Just need some food. I'm hungry.
Well, she was gonna stop at Bojangles, and Chase is wanting McDonald's, and I'm like, no, he can, or if she wants to stop and get him a Happy Meal, whatever. But
You want to stop at both places? Go ahead. I had to stop. We went and got El Nepal over the weekend. We had
you
to
eat
stop.
3 places. You eat at home, at El Nepal, and at McAllister's.
Pretty much.
Okay. I just wanted to clear that up.
We go to Aspen Creek a lot too.
All right, so El Nepal weekend.
So we had to stop at McDonald's to get my dad food because he don't like El Nepal, I guess. Yeah, it was weird.
Hell is this?
I don't know. Somebody calling you.
No.
Oh, well, maybe you can help me.
Yeah. Good Lord. I swear, I bet you my phone rings 100 times a day.
Is that an actual guy, though? It wasn't like one of them little machines?
No, because it went to the, well, I guess I might have the wrong number.
Oh.
But go fuck yourself. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with El Nipple over McDonald's. Dude, McDonald's just gives you the mad case of the farts.
I ain't ate McDonald's in a while.
I mean,
Been a
I'm just
while.
going to call it like it is. You cannot have McDonald's and not have the farts afterwards.
Should go to
Try it.
Should go to Burger King and get that taco.
Yo, they're about to open a Burger King up over in my hood. I like Burger King.
You ain't got one out here?
They're building it.
I thought you already had one in here.
No. Closest one is Hillview.
Oh. Well, there's fucking 2 of them in Hillview.
Oh, word? Where's the other one?
Right down fucking by Myers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that
I
one.
mean, that's not considered Hillview no more, but still.
I like Burger King, though. I'll be real.
I love their onion rings. Their onion rings are solid.
I'm a triple Whopper with cheese kind of guy.
Get that little sauce for the onion rings.
The Zesty Zingy or
Yeah.
Zesty Zing, whatever it's called.
The zesty sauce.
Yeah,
oh,
Zesty
man.
Zing. That's where it's at. If
That
you're not
shit's
adding
amazing.
zing to your rings.
Even with fries. Dip your fries in that shit, dude. It's so... Oh, my God. I think it picked up, too.
Barely.
But...
I can make that work.
But, no, even with fries, bro, shit's amazing.
What are some of your alls out there in listening land's favorite fast food restaurants? And any of our overseas European folks, do you all have fast food places that we don't have?
Probably hell, even like McDonald's and shit. Yeah, that's what you get. Even like McDonald's and shit over there has stuff that we can't even get, bro.
Yo, the McDonald's menu in Europe is word. But are there any, like, because I can't foresee there being a Bojangles chicken.
Oh, I'm
sitting
sure
in
there's something
France.
different. Because, I mean, like, what's the one I stopped? Whataburger?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we don't have that
That's
here.
out west, though. That's still
I had that on the way home
the way home from what?
from vacation.
Where in the fuck is there a Whataburger in the South?
In Alabama.
Oh,
In
for
Florida.
real?
Yeah, they got them in I think I'm pretty sure they're in Florida, too.
Damn, I couldn't. I've never. I don't know.
I stopped at one in Alabama. I forgot where at in Alabama.
It's more of a West Coast thing, like In-N-Out is.
But,
In-N-Out's just West Coast version of Sonic.
well, I've seen it in and out.
Except better.
I've seen it in and out somewhere, too, before. Over here, like, on vacation.
Yeah, well, majority.
But you know, there's stuff like that. Like, like even
Regional.
look at like grocery stores and stuff too. You know, all the Winn Dixies around here done you know,
There's
went
still
out.
Winn-Dixies down
But
south,
they're down
though.
south. You know, Publix. We don't
Further
have a
south.
Publix up here.
I
you
call
know.
Publix Pubics just
So-
because it's more fun, and my main intention in life is to be obscene and obnoxious.
I mean, obviously, everywhere you go, there's going to at least be a Walmart.
I think what was it? The furthest you can physically be away from a McDonald's in the continental United States.
Oh, it's
like
something-
109 miles.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
Like, oh, word? 109 miles is the furthest you can be. I'm like, well, and that's if you're
I'm
in
pretty
like
sure
the
nowadays it's
desert
probably less
somewhere.
than that.
No, this was recent. This was within the last couple years.
Oh,
And I don't see them just plopping a McDonald's out in the middle of the desert just to.
bet you Dollar General's the same way now too.
Dude, I swear, McDonald's. I've never seen a McDonald's or a Dollar General under construction. It's just boom, we're
Right.
open. What's happening? So recently, just a couple of days ago, America celebrated the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. D-Wayne, did we land on the moon?
I believe it.
You think that we flew 283,000? I don't know what's going on in my voice today. You believe that we flew 283,000 miles to the moon?
Yeah.
I do too. Man, there's just something about it. Now, granted, even NASA came out and said some shit, like they had released a picture that actually was staged from one of their training missions. So everybody's like, "Oh, it's a hoax! It's a hoax! We didn't get to the moon." But the biggest thing for me though is, why have we not been back? Like, why don't we go back?
Because there's probably nothing there to really go back for.
I mean, of course, there's nothing there, but okay,
Like, nothing that really sparks interest. Like, oh, well, we need to go back for this or that.
okay.
Like, do we need to go back to the moon for another sample for something that's just going to be the same?
Okay, but let me hit you with this then. The year is 1492. There wasn't shit in America but Indians in trees in Buffalo. Oh, give me a home.
Where the buffalo roam.
And the queers and the antelopes play. Should I...
Damn.
Well, there wasn't shit here in 1492, but we came back, didn't we? We came back a few times. For fuck's sake, we colonized and populated the entire... Why can't we at least get like a garage or something on the moon?
For what?
Just to be like, yo,
You
just
don't-
stake
just-
claim to it.
Leave some rovers up there, maybe?
No, I want a brick and mortar building.
You know how long that would take?
How long does it take?
It
to
would
build?
actually be kind of cool to watch somebody build something on the moon.
I'm just saying. I want live
live video.
I don't want a rover. I want a structure there, just to stake claim. Like, boom. What's in it?
I mean, they left the flag up there.
Nothing. Yeah, but I want a building behind the flag, or a flag. Why couldn't they have put the building? Why couldn't they have put the flag on top of a building?
I don't know. Because there wasn't. They didn't take enough. They probably got enough room to take shit up there, Hart. I mean, I don't know.
Might take a couple
I don't,
trips.
I don't work at NASA.
You ain't
I
gonna
don't
tell
know.
me they don't make spaceship trailers?
Huh.
You can't just trailer you some shit up
Well,
there.
the biggest rocket yet.
I just want to that's all I want. I want a brick and mortar building
I mean,
on the moon.
what's it gonna do though?
Sit there. What shit on earth do?
So it's gonna get graffitied somehow.
Right. Exactly. Then we will know.
Calling all countries. Did y'all go up? No.
It says, "Fuck Earth." Shit. We got a problem. Houston.
Mayday! Mayday!
have a problem. I don't know, but that's the thing. But then didn't was it China or Japan that went to the dark side of the moon
I don't know.
recently?
I don't remember.
I feel like with another country having reached the moon, it won't be long until we go back.
Well, weren't they trying to set something up to where?
To go to Mars?
No, well but wasn't there like a? Was it Mars or was it the moon? I thought they were trying to do like a passenger thing to take a trip to the moon. But it was gonna be like $10,000 or something.
10
like
grand
something,
my ass. It was gonna be.
It was
I
like
think
something
no,
ridiculous.
Because I know. Richard Bronson.
Something like that.
His ass has a plane. It's called G-Force, I think. And it's like a $10,000 plane ride where they take you up so high and then do these maneuvers that defy the gravitational pull within the plane. But as far as like a recreational trip to the moon,
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I could have sworn there was something like that. Like there.
that's the last thing I want to do on vacation is have to piss and shit myself for a week.
Yeah,
But I feel like 10 grand is cheap to go.
I
though.
could be wrong.
Fuck, I can go to Greece for 10 grand.
I feel like I'm way off, but
I feel like you're probably a little bit off. I feel like it's probably closer to $1 million.
I feel like I've seen something like that though, where they were trying to do like a recreational thing to the moon or something.
But clearly, we have had people in space numerous times. I mean, we've got entire space stations.
Yeah.
You know how big the International Space Station is?
No,
Take a guess.
I would say it's really not that big.
Oh, it's fucking massive. Like massive, massive. I don't remember the actual dimensions.
How many satellites are orbiting around the Earth that don't
Something
work?
dumb like 50,000,
That
isn't
don't
it?
work, something like that. It's
How big is no, not how big is my penis? Fuck my search history. International Space Station. Because I figured that was the same thing I thought, like, oh well, it can't be that big. I mean, it's just this thing chilling, and then I looked it up one day and was like, oh, for real?
I didn't think it'd be that big.
It is 450 times the weight of an average car.
Damn.
The facility, blah, 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 blah. The dimensions completed, 356 feet by 240 feet. What? Oh, that's not our space station. Never mind. That's a different one. International Space Station is roughly the size of a football field.
Right now,
Yeah. So that's pretty fucking big to be just chilling in space. If you think about it.
apparently there are 4,987 satellites.
Where in the hell did I pull 50,000 out of my ass?
I don't know.
Is that 400 and something functioning?
It doesn't say.
Because we don't care how many's
Because
functioning.
I googled how much don't work, but it's showing me how many that are actually in there.
Oh, well, I could have pulled that number. I have no clue where I pulled that number out of, to be honest with you.
I mean, it sounded kind of accurate.
It wouldn't surprise me. That's why aliens don't come down here and kick it
There's
with
a lot
us.
of them that don't fucking work.
No shit.
And it's like, how do you get rid of it, though? You know?
What was the first one?
How-
It had a weird name. Something weird like the jitterbug or some shit.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you were talking about the Russian one that everybody started freaking out about.
No, did Russia launch a new one?
No, remember, like, back in the day, like, Russia was releasing a satellite. You don't remember, like, Sputnik?
Sputnik. Yeah, that was the first one. Dude, I need to just shut the fuck up.
Sputnik.
I'm on full retard today. You know, they say that there was actually that Russians were actually the first ones to space, not Americans.
Yeah.
But something went wrong, and dude just kept going. Peace. Fuck y'all.
We forgot to put a steering wheel in here.
I'm just saying, America's first entrance into space was a proud little fella by the name of Ham. And Ham was a chimpanzee. And he was okay when he came back down, too, just in case you didn't know that. He came up out of his little capsule like, sup?
With no animal cruelty.
Where's my nana?
Where's my nana?
That's how they got him to fly the spaceship. It'd be like, okay, Ham, push the button with the apple on it. Okay, Ham, pull the lever that looks like a banana. That's how they got him to pilot it.
Whatever works.
Hey, but think about it, man. That's gangster. It's still fucked up that they chose to send a cute, sweet, innocent little but he looks so cute in his spacesuit, though. Man, you can't even lie. You ever seen a picture of it?
Yeah.
Dog, you ain't gonna tell me that little monkey wasn't cute in his spacesuit. He's just
You ain't
chilling
ever
like,
watched that movie Rocket Man?
Rocket Man? That Rocket Man?
Not the Elton John one.
No.
The Disney one where they go to Mars and
No.
it's
I
got
missed that
there's
one.
a chimp in
I watched Armageddon, though.
there's a chimp in a spacesuit on that movie. It's a pretty funny movie. I forgot the actor's name. It was funny. What's Armageddon got to do with anything?
I watched Apollo 11, too. I watched Space Cowboys. Did you ever see that one?
Space Cowboys was solid.
Space Cowboys was solid, bro.
Apollo 11. I mean, it is what it
If
is.
there's ever been a movie made about important events, Tom Hanks was in the cast.
Did you see the new one he's in?
I feel like it.
Mr. Rogers.
Oh, I did see that. I don't know how I feel about that.
I think it looks good. Granted, I didn't watch Mr. Rogers, but
No shit. Was Mr. Rogers even still on TV when we were
yeah,
kids?
I'm pretty sure it was.
I don't know. Do you believe the conspiracy that the reason he always wore those sweaters was because he was all tatted up and was one of the Army's most one of the most confirmed kills for the U.S. Army?
I believe it.
I've tried to find pictures of him without a sweater on, but it
ain't gonna happen.
It didn't. Like, I searched deep.
I had
the interwebs.
because I had a manager at UPS one time. Dude, it'd be summertime. This man out here wearing long sleeves. He wore long sleeves year round. I asked, like, because certain ones you got to cover tattoos up.
Yeah.
I even asked him, like, do you have tattoos? He said no. I'm sitting there like, why you always wear long sleeves? It's just what I'm used to.
Well, I know. I used to work with a guy. Didn't matter. Winter, spring, summer, fall, 110 degrees or 10 below. He would be in coveralls, insulated coveralls, with a toboggan.
Fuck that.
He said he had a heat stroke one time when he was younger, and he just acclimated himself to always be hot.
Huh.
I'm like, word?
No, ain't no way.
That's kind of
I
weird.
mean, you wear pants year round, no matter what.
I'm not wearing pants right now.
Well, you're in your house. I'm talking
Hold
like,
on.
whoa.
Stop. Stop. Okay. I have gym shorts on. What Dwayne is referring to is that I wear long
Long pants.
full-length breeches to work year-round.
And golf and stuff.
And golf. I do currently have pants on. Oh, fuck. This episode's off to a banger. Dwayne singing
man.
about queers and deers.
Oh, man.
Me saying I ain't got no pants on.
That was
it.
good. That was good.
Nice. Where were we going with that?
I don't remember.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Do you really want to know why I wear long pants to work all year round?
No.
That is that much less dirt. that I have to
Yeah.
scrub off.
Dude, I get home.
Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I still wash my
Yeah.
legs and things, but some of the shit that we can get in at work is nasty.
Dude, I get home every night and I got a good old ring around my ankle. That one time I was up at Frame Pick, dude.
Got a good old ring around my Rosie.
Yeah. That one time I was at
That was
Frame
talking
Pick.
about a chat butthole, by the way.
The one time I was at Frame
Nice.
Pick, dude, whatever the fuck that shit flies around in there, dude, I had it all the way up my calf. Like, I got home and my leg was black. Like, it was just so dirty. And it was, oh.
Where is Kelsey at with this chicken? All right, man, we back. My wife, my wife got home with food. So now for the remainder of the show, you get to listen to us eat. All right, so you think you think the moon landing was real?
Yeah.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yes and no. I believe there's other life forms out there.
Yeah, chicken.
I can tell. I can hear it.
So can anybody listening?
I believe there's other life forms, but I don't know if you want to. I mean, anything that's not from Earth is going to be considered an alien. But I don't think it's little green people.
I don't.
Now, I think there probably might be some shit out there that don't look humanoid,
Right.
but I don't
There's some
think
shit
it.
here that don't look humanoid.
That's true, but I don't think it's some little green people.
Yeah, I don't either.
Hell, I believe there could be like a whole Planet of the Apes thing, bro. For real. As intelligent as they are here, it wouldn't surprise me if there was some real shit, you know?
I mean, the apes have entered the Stone Age.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then let me ask you this. While I eat my chicken.
Did you grab you a fork?
I did.
All right.
Area 51. Do you want to go storm it?
No.
Do you think there's anything in Area 51?
If there was, there ain't now. Or at least they're going to make sure that shit's cleared up before September 20th.
See, that's my thoughts. That if there was in fact anything there, it is long gone. I feel like we talked about this last week, didn't we?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
Because I was brought up the whole Facebook page that was made.
yo, that dude's shitting bricks right now.
I mean, at least he came out about it, though. You know, he said
He's like straight up terrified.
I would be, too. Set something up as a small little joke, you know, and then next thing you know, you got over 1 million people.
You've accidentally set I mean, that could fall under domestic terrorism, couldn't it?
I don't know.
Because he's over here plotting to storm a U.S. military base.
It's possible. They probably find something they can hit you with.
Where's the first 50 areas?
Dude, I forgot.
Where is Area 1?
They said they called it Area 51 because of, like, the place of the land or something.
Geographical location?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm
Something
about
like
to say, where the fuck is
or
Area
something
1?
like that.
That's where I'm trying to go.
Because I forgot what it was. Because it actually used to never just be a military. It was something back in the day. Or something else. Like, before it became Area 51, it was something else.
A desert.
I read into it one time. I just forgot because I don't hold in information that well.
You can't hold a fart in either.
I'm not the smartest one.
Well, I hope these 1 million people do show up, though. I do.
Why? What?
Why
Well-
do I hope they show up?
What would benefit you if it actually got raided?
Oh, I'm going to get a hell of a good laugh when every fucking last one of these idiots gets shot.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Dumbass. Red Foreman.
You dumbass. I mean, that's the thing, though, man. Like, if you think about it, oh, well, they can't take us all out at once.
Bullshit.
Okay, here's a prime example. Drones. How long's the military been using drones?
And I guarantee there's going to be some people that show up with some guns. If it really happens, you know some motherfuckers going to have some guns on them. But here's the thing. You shooting back. For one, they're already getting you for trespassing on government property. Now you're firing at them. I mean, you're gonna get in trouble.
No shit, you're gonna get in trouble.
You already got fucking trespassing on government property.
But I'm just saying, man, the government has everything way before we do. They had GPS, they had satellite technology, they had drones, they had computers, they had the internet way before us.
Mm-hmm.
So, bro, you know they've got some shit that can vaporize like 10,000 people at once.
Oh, probably.
And I mean,
Some electromagnetic shit, dude.
right, dude, just gonna pull your heart up out your chest or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's dumb. I don't think anybody.
Hey, population control.
Okay, look, if you storm it, that's cool. You can get through the barbed wire fence.
It's not all surrounded by fence.
I know, but either way. All right, so you storm it, but how are you going to get into the buildings? Like, they're not locked off and some shit? Did you need a butt cheek scanner?
Get one of them
fingerprint
little,
scanner?
was it lockjaw things or something?
Jaws of Life?
Yeah.
Bruh, who's going to carry that through a desert?
Hey, you never know.
And what's your power source?
Never know. They find a way. Or somebody gonna
Just
have
carrying a hydraulic pump with you,
so-
too?
that could happen too, bro. I'm telling you. These hopefully, I mean, I don't want it to happen. But if you're gonna do it, think you'll shit through.
Word to the wise from D. Wayne Bretcher. If you gonna do it, think your shit through. And now, the rest of the story.
No. Yeah, look at everything. How you gonna get in? Like you just said, how you gonna get in? How you gonna do that?
You think they left a key under
what
the
are
mat?
What are you really gonna do when you storm it?
What are you gonna do when you get there? Like,
No.
okay, so dig this. Say these motherfuckers storm Area 51. And then they get in there. And then there is otherworldly crafts or otherworldly technology. All right, man, if our smartest scientists in the world, or in the United States at least, can not figure this shit out, how in the hell you gonna figure it out? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. You might have a few crumbs on your floor, and I'm sorry.
I don't care. My dog will get them. But you dig what I'm saying? I don't know how to fly a fucking plane.
Not
I
just
sure
that.
as hell don't know how to fly a
We're
flying saucer.
gonna take pictures. Like I said, you know they're gonna probably do a little electromagnetic
What you
post
gonna-
some shit to
what you
knock
gonna
all
do,
your
post it
shit
to
out.
the gram?
You know,
I did it for Instagram, and then they compromise your shit, and then they arrest you for trespassing.
Yeah.
There's no way to go about doing.
oh, you were there? Prove it. Oh well, here comes the FBI.
Say word. The CIA put cyanide in your cornflakes, bitch.
When you wake up and see that bright
What,
light, it's not
Chase?
the alien that saw you at Area 51.
No, not right now. As I said, farewell, little heathen. I think that we've got other shit that we need to worry about more than what is in Area 51. That's all I'm saying. Like, I feel like there's more important things going on that we need to be concerned about than Area 51.
Yeah.
Who killed JFK?
You know, I got another thing too. You know, all these motherfuckers out there gonna be all stupid and storm it. You know, y'all got other priorities.
Like what?
Maybe there's gonna be some deadbeats sitting there trying to spend all their money to go to fucking Nevada. Use that money to fucking pay your child support.
True.
You got kids? We gonna do leave them with your mama just so you can go.
Hey, Bub. Chase. Shush.
We're gonna do leave them with your mama so you can go do something stupid.
I mean, I don't know. Fuck it. If you want to go do it, go do it.
YOLO.
No, yo. I'm sending a text message right now.
To Kelsey.
Yeah, to calm the heathen. He's out here stomping on shit. Anywho, so little green men do not exist, but you do believe in other life forms.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta think space is infinite.
Infinite.
There's got to be.
There is no end.
There's no way that there is
That
not.
we can be it.
Yeah. There is no way. And if
Well-
it is, that's fucking miraculous.
And infinity just repeats itself over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. There's an infinite amount of infinities.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, infinite number of times over and over and over and over and over and over again, the exact same conversation between the exact same two of us is going on. Somewhere else in the...
Universe.
No, not even the universe. Like, somewhere through the infinities. Jake and Dwayne are sitting down somewhere else through the long list
Like
of
a-
infinite infinities.
Like a parallel universe, or like kind of like a time travel deal.
Not really, because it's happening at the exact same time. Down to...
I don't believe that. Oh.
I mean, but if you believe in the theory of infinity, you don't have an option.
Yeah, true. But and one thing too though is like we're not 100% sure that space is infinite.
Are we even really here?
Are we just the Matrix?
Boom.
But I think I'm pretty sure we're not 100% sure that the space is infinite. It's just so vast that we don't have enough time
We don't have enough smarts.
that to explore enough to know. All we know is it takes this long to get to this planet. You know, look how long it takes for NASA to, like, all right, so the telescopes have, discovered other planets and all this shit.
Right.
Think about how long it takes for them just to get that image, because that one telescope has to take forever.
Oh, about 9 minutes, because their Wi-Fi always on point.
It's not the Wi-Fi. You got to think that telescope, when it takes that picture, has to send so much light and everything
Right.
out, and it has to take so long to get there and so long to bounce back.
I pushed the shutter button in 1942, and we just now got the image back.
Yeah, it could be some shit like that, you know.
I don't think it's like that. I mean,
It may not take like that long, but it's gonna take. You can't just snap a picture and then all of a sudden you have have it.
right.
It's too far away.
I mean, but that's like the whole incompleteness theorem. There's no way mathematically or logically to explain it. Therefore, there's no possible
Yeah.
way to understand it all.
For all we know, space can be round and not infinite. It's just one giant black fucking pit. And we can sit there, and if you had enough time to go straight, who knows, you could come back around and then you're passing Earth again.
Earth ain't flat, bro.
I'm not saying Earth is flat. I'm saying
No,
if
I
you're
was
in
just
space.
throwing that out there, that Earth
no,
isn't flat.
no, Earth isn't flat. But I'm just saying, we never know. It's infinite, but we don't have the time or technology to be able to explore it enough to know for sure.
Well, since we're on the conspiracy theories topic, is Bigfoot real?
I believe there is some truth to Bigfoot. Maybe.
Well, yeah, I mean, Gigantus
It's like we talked about the other day.
Gigantus Epithecus
With all the
was a giant monkey at one point.
with all the weird shit that there are in movies and theories, there's got to be some kind of truth to it. You know.
All jokes
Now-
contain true shit.
Now
Is there a giant ape currently walking through the
this Bigfoot
northwestern
is big?
wilderness?
Yeah, is Bigfoot really the Bigfoot we think? Maybe not. But if it could have just been some giant gorilla or some kind of giant ape that had a massive fucking foot they just saw.
Well,
Or it could just be somebody just decides, let's dress up in a costume and
they have found like fossilized proof. Like, what did I say? Gigantus Epithecus.
something.
It was a large ape, like 8 foot tall,
Yeah.
but it's been extinct. Could there really have been just one left over? I don't know. I mean, I think there probably could have been a few left over, like a small patch somewhere.
There could have been. But at the same time,
Because I feel like nobody's seen Bigfoot lately.
but
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like any kind of animal. When they get so low, we're on the brink of extinction. You got all your conservationists out there that help, but if you can't even find them,
If you can't find a giant 8-foot monkey,
You
you need a new
can't-
job.
then you can't save it from extinction. So,
No, that's what I'm saying. Do I think there could have been a small patch of these gigantic
oh, there could
Pithecus
be,
that
yeah.
lasted?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. But do I think that it still would be? I doubt it, because eventually the bloodline's going to become so incestuous that they're all going to be fucking three-eyed retards and die off.
Yeah. And then, I mean, just all the, I mean, we haven't even explored all of Earth.
Bro, we've only explored something like stupid. We've
Something-
explored
something
more of
low.
space than we have of
Yeah.
our own oceans.
You know, so just imagine the
Like
kind of,
3% of the world.
you know,
ocean.
with Loch Ness, with the whole, you know, Nessie. I believe there's something out there like that.
With as many scans if they've done of that entire lake, though, and as advanced as
I'm not
sonar has
necessarily
got-
saying that lake, but there's something out there like that.
Oh, I guarantee you there is. I mean, there's probably still a megalodon chilling way down deep below the
I mean,
surface of the waves.
You know, like I saw something that there was was it a squid?
Oh, the giant squid in the Bay of Japan.
Yeah, it was
It's only been photographed something like a handful
and
of
it's
times.
and it wasn't in its normal spot. Like it was, yeah, like you know, shit like that happens. You know, they move around.
Right.
I mean, who's not to say in these volcanoes that there ain't fucking dragons and shit in there chilling?
Nice.
You know, they're.
Rar.
I'm just saying, there's all kinds of species that we have yet to ever discover,
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's still new species popping up that may have just
Evolved.
yeah, you know. So the world itself is ridiculous. So when it comes to like all this stuff, I mean, I believe a lot of these little myths. There's some truth in a way. It may not necessarily like Dracula. There may not be an exact fucking vampire that can turn into a bat type shit, but
Right.
there's some truth in a way to it.
Yeah. Vlad the Impaler, I believe, is where all that shit
You
started.
know, I'm not saying they're immortal and all this shit, but
Hey, there's these creepy fuckers.
you know, werewolves.
Today.
I believe there's just a fucking lengthy ass werewolf that's just weird,
Right.
or a hairy ass man type shit that just I don't
Right.
know,
Everybody know the werewolves is real.
you know,
His name is Michael J. Fox.
right? You know, so I mean, there's always some truth. It may not be exactly how they made it,
But there was
there's some
what you're
way.
saying is that inevitably, at some point throughout the spans of time, there was something that made someone believe this,
Yeah.
or they saw something. No, I get what you're
yeah.
saying.
Because like, the way I look at it is like, all right, like me and you talked with music, with how many musicians and how much music's already out there. How can you still come up with something different? You know, it amazes me just the vast of
Yeah.
creativity in someone's mind. You know, now I get, but you have life experiences that give you that creativity.
right.
So how?
Or if you're Jimmy Page, you just steal the opening notes to Stairway to
So
Heaven.
so how can somebody just randomly just think, oh, let's just come up with a pale guy that has sharp teeth and can turn into a bat and sucks blood off somebody's neck, or
Now, hold on a second.
let's come up with somebody that turns into a wolf when the full moon arises. You know, like how do you? There's got to be some kind of way, some kind of experience to go with it. You know,
Well, there was
aliens. There's got like how do you come up with little green men for one? You know,
that one. I feel like that was just a stretch.
you know, like there's just certain things like there's got to be some kind of truth behind it because as much as I believe in how creative minds are and how crazy,
Bojangles got good biscuits.
oh, they're amazing. But like you know, I look at people and I'm like, how do you come up with stuff like that? I get, you know, but I just don't see certain things just popping up
Well,
like boom.
that's like, if you see someone in your dreams that you don't know, like if you see a face, like if you're in a crowd of people in your dreams or something, you see someone that you don't know, it is someone that at some point in your life you have seen that your brain subconsciously remembers because your mind doesn't have the ability to create a face from scratch. Does that make sense?
yeah.
So I get what you're saying. Like, how can you just pull this out of fucking nowhere if there wasn't something at some point in time that you saw that?
Gave you that idea.
Right,
yeah.
right.
No, that, you know, The mind is something that we still don't even fully understand.
Hell no.
What is it? We only use like 10% of our brain.
Screw you. I use 11.
You know what would happen if we actually used 100% of our brain? It ain't gonna be like Lucy. I'm sorry.
One word.
You ain't gonna be turning into
Jake.
You ain't gonna be turning into Scarlett Johansson if you get to use 100% of your brain.
Yo, if I could turn into Scarlett Johansson, I would look at my boobs.
I'm talking about the movie Lucy, bro. You ever seen it?
No.
Oh, check it out. It's kind of cool. But
Oh.
you know, like
Is it like Limitless?
no, like it's actually a little bit more. It's the same concept, but I don't think Limitless made it to where you use 100% of your brain. Did it? I thought it just opened up your brain more.
I don't know.
I don't remember. Oh, it's crazy, dude. She turns into like a computer and shit.
I'm just saying,
It's,
you use 100% in your brain. What do you get? You get me. That's what.
you know, but there's always something to it. Like, you know, like a lot of people talk like with, especially since it's big in our age now with movies, Marvel Comics. You know, like something. I'm not saying there's Stanley could have got bit by a spider and just decided like, oh hey, what if you got bit by a spider and you were able to shoot
You ever watch Mallrats?
spider web? Yeah,
Stan Lee explained where the characters came
I don't
from.
remember though. I just watched it like a month ago. But I'm just saying, you know, there's always reasonings behind the
Yeah.
creativity of people, like life experiences or something. You know,
Like, the Hulk was the rage that he felt inside after a heartbreak. Or something like that.
I remember
Go back and watch
watched.
Mallrats.
Yeah, I got it on my Voodoo.
Yeah, because I ain't lending it to you.
I already have
Bitch.
it, bro. Oh, you got your movie back. Hush.
I'm just playing. You
I
still
got
ain't
it.
paying
I
me that
watched
late
it.
fee, though.
I watched it. I just can't remember what all he said.
When he explained that, I was like, huh.
I mean, it all makes sense. There's a reason behind it. He just took that his creative genius he has to make it into an experience he went through. You know?
Right.
That's just the way I look at it. There's always got to be like some truth to, you know, things. People flying. Well, you just saw a motherfucker jump out of a plane and, or you thought he was flying.
You just watch somebody commit suicide, bro.
Invisibility. You just wish you were invisible so you can go sneak in the girl's locker room. Some shit like that, you know.
Porkies just take the drain pipe off. I mean, I get what you're saying. That there had to have been something to kickstart those thoughts. I've been eating for like the last 20 minutes, so
Yeah, you
sorry
take
to
forever.
everybody.
You're just a
I ate
slow
an
eater.
entire plate, though.
Yeah, true, but you're still a slow eater.
I enjoy my food. You just shovel that shit in with a hand trowel.
Oh, I enjoy it. I just eat fast.
I bet you shit out a brick.
You'd be surprised.
There's no way you can have a comfortable dump just swallowing shit whole. I mean, I get what you're saying as far as something somewhere through someone's life had to have kick-started this. But, I don't know. I mean, I'm with you. I think at some point, all of these myths existed. Urban legends, if you will.
Oh, yeah. They've
Like, yeah, there
existed
was a
some
giant fucking
way.
monkey at one point. The Patterson footage was a dude in a monkey suit. Have you ever seen that video?
Yeah.
That was a fucking dude in a sorry. There was a person, I don't know what their preferred pronoun was.
There you go. Gotta get politically correct now.
Duh, because GHB, for those who don't know, stands for political correctness. And the leader of that political correct movement is yours truly. Anyway, so that was a dude in a monkey suit. The Patterson footage is fake as fuck. You will never convince me otherwise. As far as Nessie, I ain't scared. Shit, let's go swimming, bro.
Shit, bullshit.
I mean, I'm sure the water's cold. Man, you really gonna be scared of a fucking Plesiosaurus?
Never know, bro.
They're,
Never know.
I ain't scared. I'll get in there.
Oh, speaking of like new shit, you never like I brought it up to you. They discovered a new dinosaur.
Yeah, I knew that a few weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was a family member of the Velociraptor, if I'm not mistaken.
it was like a T-Rex. No, it was a T-Rex.
Was it a T-Rex? I don't know why
But
I
it was
thought
small.
raptor.
It was like 3 feet tall, 5 feet long.
Okay, now back to the conversation we had a few weeks ago. That I feel like if you get fucked up by a T-Rex, you deserved it because they're slow and they have short arms and they're huge and unbalanced. I feel like I could fuck up a 3-foot T-Rex.
I don't know, man. Watch your ass. Oh, a 3-foot one? Just
One of these
kick
new
it.
ones, I feel like I could kick it.
I don't know. They might be quick and agile, bro.
I mean, I'm not slow.
I mean, it don't matter. Could you hop in the ring with Triple G?
Are their nuts visible?
I don't know.
Because that is whether or not I'm going to be able to defeat
I don't know.
it. Hell no, I ain't going to hop in a room.
Then it's going to
Okay,
be the same
fine.
way with a little bitty
yeah.
old thing, dude.
No.
Quick and agile.
Yeah, but if I'm out here in the woods where there's potential dinosaur danger, I'm going to have a gun. Or at least a big stick. I mean, fuck.
It's small and quick and agile. You may have good aim, but I mean, it takes a lucky shot. But it's all it takes is that one shot. But
What was it? You gonna miss with that one bullet. I ain't gonna miss with my stick.
but I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, but you gotta think you'd be better off with a stick than a gun because it's gotta get in close to you and you just
I mean,
bitch. I'm still, man. Screw you.
What's
and,
not to say there still ain't shit out there like that though.
Screw you and Joey. I could take a small alligator in shallow water close to the shore.
We'll never discover
Bullshit.
everything.
Oh, never mind. That is not where I thought you were.
Oh,
I thought, well, we'll never
'Cause-
know if you can beat up an alligator.
No.
Bet.
we'll
We can
never.
go right now.
We'll never know that either.
Bet. We
but-
can go right now.
We'll never fully discover everything because I guarantee there's still dinosaurs we haven't discovered. Because you got to think
Living or dead?
both.
Oh.
Because look, all right. So look at how long ago it was that they went extinct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what happens over time with one area? It gets covered by dirt, and then turns into rock and everything else.
Right.
So imagine the amount of layers you got to dig through just to get to that time period.
True.
Just to discover that stuff.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Like we can only dig so
and-
far down.
Because like
How do we know that there wasn't an entire human race before dinosaurs?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't and like all right, so you go back to like the Roman, Greek times and all that. I'm not saying some of the artifacts could have, degraded into the earth and everything, but
Well-
how come everything that they lived off of for the longest time there's only just a select amount of stuff left over?
Yeah, but that's like if
You know what I mean?
No, I dig what you're saying. But like Göbekli Tepe and places like that, I struggle to say that. That's just so hard to say. Like, and even in ancient Rome, or look at modern day Europe. Look at modern day Dublin, Ireland. Look at modern day France. The city is built literally right on top of the old city.
Yeah.
There's catacombs under them. In a lot of these ancient ruins, especially the Göbekli Tepe, they just, all right, well, fuck that city. Time to build on top of it, build on top of it, build on top of it. So you're talking tens of thousands of years of shit being built on top of shit. I'm just saying, we don't know.
I'm saying you'll take years and years to dig just to get
Incompleteness.
to that, you know what I'm saying? And now everything's so covered up by shit. You'll never
theorem.
be able to dig.
It all comes back to that somehow.
I'm saying a lot of stuff degraded, but
No, I mean I'm sure.
a lot of that metal that they did, I guarantee it's still in the ground.
We can't even
somewhere.
explain how they built the pyramids.
I mean, hell, look at the desert, dude.
And you do know that
mean-
the Sahara Desert, I believe it was the Sahara.
Used
I
to
think
be
so.
water
It
and
was
shit.
it was like a damn
Forest,
rainforest. So shit changes, bro.
Yeah.
Shit changes quick.
I mean, it just shows you like you can go walking across the desert and we can turn around and our footsteps will already be covered.
Yeah.
That just shows you,
Yeah.
how
quickly things can change.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, don't you? I learned about that fucking incompleteness theorem, and now I'm like, holy shit! It all ties back into we ain't gonna know this.
Yeah. I mean,
Now that you think about it,
there's so much stuff we'll never know, but that's not going to stop people because everybody's always going to want to know.
but you know what though, man?
They're always going to want answers.
One thing that I will say, like, I believe in science. All right, that I started that one off way wrong. Like, I believe that there's a higher power, blah blah blah. That is that
Yeah.
next. But I also believe in science. Things that can be proven to me right in front of my face. But where science irritates me is the fact that they try to know.
Yeah, they
Like we talked about it the other day.
they push and push and push.
I don't feel like science is really out here trying to find new shit as much as they are out here trying to disprove old shit. And I think one of the one of the most entertaining parts of life to me is the joy of not knowing something. Accept something as a miracle and go on.
Yeah, there's certain things I'll be that way with.
Like,
you
look,
know,
man, do I think that it would be cool to know how these Egyptians built the pyramids? Sure. It'd be dope to find out. But at the same
are
time,
you going to go out of your way
if
to
I
make sure?
if
No.
I ever don't find out, it's just cool to think about, man, how could they have done it?
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of beauty of the world comes from unknown. Like shit you don't know. Like shit you ain't never gonna know.
And that's what makes life magical.
Right.
You know.
Man.
I get it.
ICP did a song about it.
No, I get it, because I'm the same way.
Miracle.
There's times I sit there and think about just something random. But is it going to hurt my feelings? No. But it'd be cool.
Do
Because
I-
it's a good conversation piece to think. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
we're sitting here talking with the podcast. It's just something cool to talk about.
Well, and that's like we've talked about that shit. We've talked about it other times using ancient Egypt as the example. Like we find these things, like they unearth things and they excavate things and like, oh, what is this? What did they use this for? We think it could have been a this. We think it could have been a that.
Yeah.
Dude, 500 or 1,000 years from now, they dig up our civilization and find an iPhone.
They're going to find no iPhone. They're going to find them one of them Nokias.
They're gonna find a
Them-
Nokia 9336. But either way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
they're gonna be
gonna
like, what
dig
is
up-
this?
What is it's you know
And it'll be an ancient artifact. to them,
exactly.
You know,
There's an apple on it. I bet this is how they grew food.
right? I mean, you know, it's just stuff you got to go with, man.
But you know one thing that they will understand when in thousands of years into the future and they dig up our civilization, there will be one thing that they understand.
What?
Beatles records,
Oh.
duh.
No, there's times, dude, there's times I sit back and think, bro, like, all right, like, just holding your iPhone in your hand, you know, like, how did somebody, technology advances, we get that, but how did, like, coming from nothing, how do you come up with an idea that, like, oh, let's just do something like this?
I
Like,
take that. I go.
you look at a microchip and you're like,
I
what?
don't even know what a microchip looks like.
You know, but you look at one and you're like, what made that person think and figure out how to do that?
Well, that's like
You
I
know
said.
what I'm saying? Like when we were watching that fucking TV show, what in the right mind? If these plants are in
Right.
separate regions,
Right.
what made
Who comes together to brew a tea out
Yeah.
of it that tastes
you know what I'm
like
saying?
shit?
Like just sit back thinking about how technology and just how stuff in general like developed. Like how like sit back and think what gave that person that idea to even do it? Like what? How would you even know?
I
'Cause if
go
you
to the man Joe Rogan for that one.
know what I mean?
With the whole
Because you got to think like when the light bulb was invented.
right.
You know, he had an idea what he wanted to do, but how did you know it was going to work? What gave you?
I'm just saying, Nikola Tesla did it first.
But what gave you the idea to put these things together, not knowing how they work,
Oh, exactly. Like
to
this.
create that?
Like this shit.
Yeah.
I could not recreate, but that's like I said. Civilization
No.
collapses and you're stuck out in the woods. How long till you can send me an email?
Yeah, you know,
It's never gonna happen.
no. And it's like,
It's just going to be a bunch of people standing there like, you heard anything about when the power comes back on?
I look at my vinyl player.
And as simplistic as it is,
Like,
I don't understand it.
yeah, you look at a vinyl player. How does something black with these little grooves in it, and you stick this little needle on it? How does that play?
That
What's
part
on
of it I
there?
understand.
How do you put that technology into something like that?
That part of it I can understand.
What gave you the idea to create something
But-
that way?
Well,
Same thing with CDs. You look at a CD. How?
see, that...
Technology is just so mind blowing that it's just. I like to sit back and think like, what gave that person that idea, not knowing if it'll work or not, understanding how all these things work together.
doesn't fuck with me as much as... Do you know what they use to record things on before records?
No.
Okay, this one's fucked up. It was a little cylinder, like a tube,
Uh-huh.
but it had like a clay on it. It was a soft clay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it would have it'd be on like a lay almost, something that they could rotate.
Rotate, yeah.
And it would have a little wire right here, and a motherfucker would yell at it. Like you had to yell onto it or speak onto it, and it would etch the sound waves into
Yeah.
clay. I wish I'll see if I can't find some to show you. I'm sure I can dig some up somewhere. You want to talk about something like this was like 1800s type, or maybe not 1800s, but very, very. It may have been late 1800s, very, very early 1900s, like before the vinyl record.
Yeah.
Which the vinyl record follows the same principle of that.
Yeah. Like, in a way, I get it, but at the same time, like,
See,
it's just a little bitty old needle.
I can understand that way better than I can understand this. And to
Yeah.
nobody that's sitting in here with the like music today, like a record, I can understand it because it exists. Music today physically doesn't exist.
It's all in
Like,
computers.
yes, we can see our sound waves. This would be what is etched in
Yeah.
to a vinyl record. But those they don't physically exist. Now, I can put them on a CD, but they still don't physically exist because it gets transcoded into something else.
Yeah.
It's like the further we get, and I think that is where we're going to hurt ourselves in the long run of things, because if you think about, how do we know so much about the ancient Romans or the ancient Egyptians or things like that? Artifacts left behind, writings left behind.
But there's a lot of that stuff that we even know about that really happened, though. You know what I mean?
No, maybe. But what I'm saying is, like, okay, they burned the Library of Alexandria, and the world had to start over because all the knowledge was lost. But we are able to puzzle piece things back together and come up with a decent idea of how the ancient Romans lived.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to come up with any kind of idea of how we lived because everything is physically non-existent. It's all in your phone.
If technology goes by or if all these satellites go by, boom, there's no way to get back.
The grid, if we fall off, but no, what I'm saying, like 1,000 years from now, they're not going to be able to piece together how we lived or the philosophies that we as a culture had, because everything is digital.
Yeah.
What in the hell is my son doing?
No idea.
I think he's fucking golfing in the house, which I'm not opposed to, just opposed to right now. But you dig what I'm saying? We're leaving behind no paper trail. So we will be the end-all, be-all, last civilization, because future civilizations that may come after us will have nothing to go back on to follow as a guideline, man.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we did drugs, how much better that conversation would have sounded in our heads?
How cool this podcast would be.
Man, this podcast would be awesome. So if you have any stoner friends, turn them on to this episode 36 of the $1 Million Dream $20 Budget Podcast. Dwayne, do you have anything else that you would like to talk about?
No, I think we hit a
home run.
Yeah, we had another
one.
We got a good roll going on.
I know.
Good podcast we've been doing, bro.
That's why I feel like we needed to cut that one now, because you've got somewhere to be at 8:20, and I feel like we could have continued on
we could
for another 2 hours
that's
on
stuff
that.
you could talk about all day.
That shit was gangster. All right, well then, as always, hit the Instagram and the Twitter at the official GHB. Hit the Facebook GHB Podcast. Email us at theofficialghb@gmail.com. You can find us on all the major platforms, do us a big ass favor though, would you? Because we need the big ass favor. If you're using the Apple Podcast app, go on there and rate us. Go on there and leave a review. If you think we suck, say we suck. We don't care.
We don't care.
If you think we're dope, say we're dope.
We know we suck.
But
we
what
know
I'm
we're dope.
saying is that is a big favor to us, because when you go to check out a new movie or you go to check out a new podcast, you want to look at reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And if people don't have ratings or reviews, like they probably kind of whack.
You know, and then if y'all really enjoy us and
Hit the Patreon.
y'all, you know, there might come a time if we don't get big and blow up and act like we don't know nobody, this podcast
True.
might come to an end. So if that happens, it's because you didn't
you
rate.
sucked as fans. So fuck you.
So you didn't help us.
I feel like this is about to take a violent turn to be like, you know what, fuck y'all. We do this shit for y'all. No, D-Wayne will quit. I won't. I'll still talk shit with you every week. No, I'm lying. I'll quit if D-Wayne quits, I quit. But the thing is, we've been doing really good numbers wise. So I know that we're getting plays. I know that we're getting downloads. But it would be nice to hear back from the listeners. If there's any topics that you think you would like to hear us talk about, hit us with it.
See what our opinion is? Cool, we got you.
Or if something that we had talked about we were not factually correct on.
Pretty sure it's a lot.
Exactly. Fact check us. Yeah, I don't have anything else.
I'm good.
Thank you for the continued support.
Peace.
All right, y'all. Ow, fuck. Grab my fork.